think RAM ult change was necessary. I think capping it at 20 seconds is not that bad. I have some crazy opinions recently. I've mostly kept them to myself, but I feel like I've been watching people talk about balance, and I just go, what are you guys talking about? And I don't even mean just me, I mean like other people that like also are like pretty respected, you know? The fact that people still think Orisa is good is mind-blowing. It's like, dude, y'all are still stuck in the past. Y'all have no idea how strong this ball meta will be. You'll have no idea how slept on Ryan is now at this point with the buffs he has. So there's your slow, heavy-based tank comps and your fast dive-based tank comps. And then Sigma's still good on sniper maps like Circuit Royale. It's just this never-ending cycle of everyone just complains about whatever tank is meta. After like 2 weeks, and it's like, guys, we played double shield for like 2.5 years. I think a tank being meta and then being swapped up through a balance patch is probably the best thing we've ever had in history. Like, please, for the love of Christ. And never mind the Mercy stuff too. I feel bad. I understand people that are upset about Mercy, but I wish people cared half as much when all the main tanks got sent to the fucking Shadow Realm for 2.5 years at the end of Overwatch 1. Nobody cared about us. And if we ever said anything, it's like, you're just biased. Okay. So I have very little sympathy for when people's characters get dumped on at this point. I don't know. It's been interesting to see the debates between people that say, oh, this is buffed or this is nerfed. And it's like, honestly, dude, I'm just convinced none of us know what we're talking about anymore. Sombra buff, though? I mean, Sombra needed something. Sombra was toast. But to be honest with you, Sombra should stay toast until they rework her invisibility. Because a character that can stay invisible forever has legitimately no counterplay. And it's just ass to play against. It's just ass. And yesterday, I don't know who anyone saw, but like late last night when me and Karki were playing, we played a game of ranked support. And I literally got hacked, pile drived, and one-tapped on Ana. Like, I heard the ball was up above me. I was looking up at him, and then I heard beep, boop, beep, boop. Hacked, slammed. I couldn't throw my nade against the wall while I was in midair. I was sitting there, like looking at the wall, spamming E for the second it came back online, and I was dead. Instantly. You think Ball is too tanky? I think Ball is gonna get the Doom treatment. Because we learned something in Overwatch 1. Let me show you what we learned. So you see Zenyatta. So Zenyatta used to be able to get armor from like Brig Rally or packs. And you see the place in between the health bar and the shield bar on the bottom left? It used to go under the shield. So what would happen is Zen could play kind of aggressive, like, you know, take some good angles, take damage, and his armor would tank and his shield would disappear. He'd peek back for 2 seconds. And don't forget, there was no passive for self-healing. So it'd be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Shields would come back online, and then he could poke back out and just keep going. The other advantage to this was if there's a Tracer dueling him. Tracer can really roll Zen. However, the armor is extremely effective against Tracer because her damage is small pellets. So Tracer would have to do damage through the shields and then chunk down the armor, which was much harder to do. And then once you got all the way through the armor, finish him. You never could get there. Before he would get help, before he would shoot you, like, it just would not happen. Zen was a tank. You could get Zen's health to 425, I think, HP total, where you literally had your health bar pretty much look like this, but instead of all armor, shield and armor. It was insane. So we learned that that was a bad idea. And there was a change made to Overwatch that armor will always go on top, right? So that means shield, other armor, whatever, rally armor would always go on the top of it. That way that could be the first thing that gets chunked off, because it wouldn't regenerate. Also at the time, rally armor didn't dissipate over time. It was permanent until you took damage or the Brig swapped. Do you see the problem? What's the difference between shield and armor? Shield is just like health, but it can regenerate. So, if I roll down here and just start taking damage by these bots, then I roll away, shield would regenerate on its own. Armor is a net, I think it's a net 30% damage reduction across the board. Here's why that's spooky. Watch me, I'm gonna keep taking some damage. Keep taking damage, keep taking damage. I'm gonna get down to like 100 health. This is why it's spooky, okay? You went what? You went up, yeah, alrighty, boom. Oh god, I almost died. Run away, run away, run away, run away. One health pack from 100 HP. I'm back at 511. One health pack from 130, 140 HP to 511. So not only do you get to the 250 HP from the health pack, but you're also getting the 150 HP of the shield because it heals from the bottom up, which means that you get the health first, then the armor, then the shield, which means shield comes last, and shield will heal itself over time. That means that Ball before this patch, if it didn't have like really good support or an honor or something that could heal him on the fly, you would typically, if you were 1 HP, have to take 2 mega health packs before coming back into the fight. You now only need 1 mega health pack. That is a massive, massive, massive change to how long he has to stay out of the fights. Pair that with Sombra, who also got a buff to not only her damage, but also to how long she can keep health packs hacked, and you can have a Ball that's zipping in and out of fights very fast. Never mind, they also buffed his pile drive from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. They also buffed his arming time for his mines from 1.5 seconds to 1 second, which means that if you do the mine pile drive combo, you can insta one tap almost any squishy. Actually, any squishy, even beyond squishy, pretty much. They cannot get out of the way. Like, unless they have some great movement ability, they're... That's why Ball is strong. And people think... Sorry, I think he'll be the strongest pick. If you have 100 HP and say you don't have a health pack to health regen 250, oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Like, if you want to see? Sure. I guess this isn't something that's, like, widely known. So sure, I'll show you. Takes a second, because all I have to damage me is these bots, and they don't do a lot. Okay, so notice I'm 49 HP. I will get my 150 shields back, no problem. It's slightly less because of the trading range thing, is it goes back up in roll queue. But that's the health bar. Still get the 150 shield back, so. And then, obviously, just roll through a health pack, get the 250. You don't take as much damage as I just did, well, at that point, you get your armor back too, which is another big W. But this is also not receiving any outside healing as well. Discord time? No, because Hammond can from Zen. Wrong way of thinking. The way Zen and Ball interact is not as like a countering relationship, but as like a mutual hatred. Zen is really good against Ball because of Discord Orb. You can start to blow him up easier. If you have a tracer that just chases the ball around the map, keeps them marked. It's called marking. Where you put a Discord Orb on the ball, you call out marking ball, and then the tracer just runs around the map, just chasing him the entire time. Can't really do a whole lot. Pair that with Sombra too, Ball's not gonna have a good time. However, though, as you know, Zen is very squishy. So if there's a Ball coming in on a Zen, it's really not that hard to pretty much delete him off the face of the planet. So there's actually many times where you could have a Ball and a Zen play in the same game. In Overwatch 1, that was actually meta for the last half of the game, the last like 6 months to a year. It was Brig Zen meta, basically. You played Hog, Sig, or double shield. Hog because he had good self-sustain, Sigma because he had good self-sustain. DPS could vary. It could be like Widow, Echo was a big one, Hanzo, anything that you can put down some serious damage on with precision, so not like Junkrat spam. And the Junkrat was pretty okay too. Ashe, right? Ashe was pretty good. The DPS had more freedom, to be honest. And then the backline was Brig Zen. And the Brig and Zen basically would sit in the backline. Brig would make sure the Zen didn't die or get picked off. The Zen would discord somebody and just sit there and right-click the entire time. Just delete people. And you basically played triple DPS. Zen was a third DPS. And there's absolutely, and I actually think that in high-level play, Brig Zen could very much be played.